Right, good morning everybody. I hope you're all doing well, and it is Monday morning. It's very misty here in the UK this morning, but yeah, I hope you had a good weekend. I was going to show one of my games that I played over the weekend, which is nothing special. I've been trying to get the Wookiees Kashyyyk deck to work, but it's not getting any better. But I've just come into the lobby and I've seen we've got a Revenge of the Sith Mustafar start, so obviously Vader. I get no idea. And Revenge of the Sith, it's the dark side deck that I've been playing about with, trying to get that to work as well. I feel like D&D did a great job actually with Revenge of the Sith, and also I think the Family Epic event for Lightside. Two really good concept epic events that you just give the game a bit more like diversity. I think being able to start, different effects, different sites, having different characters as your sort of package, I think it's great. They do need some tiny tweaks, and I think they may not be like a tier 1 deck, but I think they'll, 1.52, but just fun, something a bit more interesting. And yeah, so I hope, over the next couple of sets, maybe we'll get some tweaks to it, some helper cards, things just to beef them up a bit. But yeah, I just thought I'd share or commentate on this game, just because I want to see what Darkside are doing with it. So I've missed okay, so his first turn we see got out the bridge, always great. Interesting that he starts Mustafar, so it's Vader, but then he's also starting the actual Mustafar system with, I'm guessing, security precautions for the activation. He's playing Docking Bay Puller and mob points, which Lightside suspended with their pull. I don't know. Let's see. Mob points. Okay, so Darkside turn 1 played a short range fighter, and he got the Bestoon's Legacy. Okay, so that's cool. Another card that from set 14. This feels new to me, but it's obviously not. See, obviously going a bit more space. Anyway, so we see you pulled out Vader's Docking Bay. This is cool. Firstly, the image I think is just great. Once per turn you can deploy a starfighter with Vader in title. So we got out Vader's Custom TIE. Great starship. So next turn I'm guessing he's going to pull Vader, walk Vader over and fly up. And then Mustafar, while Anakin or Vader here, gains 1 dark side and 1 light side icon. So it becomes, a 3-2, which is always nice. Very quickly, light side, no idea. Looks like they pulled Tantive and they put Blount on it. And Melshi. Melshi's the excellent trooper who pulls another trooper from your hand. One thing that needs to be said straight away for this game is check out this artwork. For no idea. How amazing is that? I mean, if you haven't seen, I think it's the latest episode of Holo Theatre, and they had Jared J-Nap to talk about the images that have been improved on, and this is one of them, and it also has a new one on the flip side as well. But just that is phenomenal, and please check out the other ones because they're brilliant. Graphics, you know, they're going like leaps and bounds forwards in the cards that they're making. And it just makes the game exciting, you know. It's so cool putting these card images down. So yeah, thank you so much, D&D, and is it design? Yeah, I guess so. For just continually pumping out great Star Wars stuff. So back to the game, we see Darkseid, we get Mara in the Decimator. This ship, when it first came out, confused the hell out of me because it says while alone and piloted by an Imperial, and I was like, how is it alone if it's got an Imperial? But the ship is alone. With an Imperial, you get an extra battle destiny. You can add 1 pilot and 2 passengers. So, like a Tarkin Thrawn, the Mitt Thrawn is solid because Mitt stops it getting shot. It's piloted by an Imperial, so it's 2 battle destinies, and Tarkin works with Mitt, so it's 3 battle destinies. Super solid. We've seen Joe Olsen use this in the Outrider Cup. He was playing ROTS versus QMC. I can't remember the QMC player, but yeah, this like just took out the Overseer and Hark Seth pretty much like turn 2, which it was hard to recover for the light side player. But yeah, great ship, great package if you are playing a couple of Imperials. Okay, so light side, obviously realizing Darkseid is playing space is just stacking. Yeah, Darkseid says, I'm not sure that I want to go over there. So he chucked Tidy. Forget with these guys, they don't need to be at sites. You know, a lot of character things will say while at a site they can do whatever, but these guys just say during battle. He can subtract 3. There's the other one, is it POW adds 3. Got to get some guys out of play first, right? But No Idea doesn't have too much of a problem with that once it's flipped. And then we also see Bright Hope. Such a great ship. If in battle with another Rebel capital starship, may draw a destiny, subtract that amount from opponent's attrition and battle and total power. Which with Cephala, pretty solid. And then Wedge in Red Squadron only works with opponents' independent starships, but you can add a destiny to total power or attrition, and he's immune attrition less than 4, which is awesome. Okay, so we see Darkseid, pulls Pilot Vader. Just going to look for another docking bay. I wonder if he's playing... Okay, so no docking bay. I was wondering if he's playing the spaceport one, just to put on Mustafar, and then you've got a site and a system to set up for drains, but not one in there. This Vader, he's cool, because while aboard any starship, he makes it immune attrition less than 5, so he's kind of like the Poe. During battle at a system, twice, if with a Black Squadron pilot, you can cumulatively subtract 2 from a just drawn destiny. This is any destiny, it doesn't have to be battle or attrition, whatever. So yeah. Also, when it says a Black Squadron pilot, anyone who pilots a Black Squadron TIE becomes a Black Squadron pilot. For those of you who don't realise that. It doesn't have to be the DSs. I mean, they're obviously the better ones to use in their own starships, but if you haven't got one and you need a guy, you can just shove anyone in one of those ties and Vader's text will work with them. Vader's custom tie, I didn't talk about this before, but while Vader's piloting it's mean attrition less than 5, obviously Vader does that too. And during battle, you can cancel the game text of a passenger or a pilot of ability less than 4 here. So Poe's usually a good target. Hera, she's probably the number 1. Can't get Padme, which is annoying because she cancels Vader's text. But yeah, I'm not really sure where Darkseid's going with this. He did sense the escape pod combo, so we see the sense shield comes out. So I spent all day yesterday painting this room, which is the office, and my voice feels hoarse this morning, and there's still that strong smell of paint. I think it's like burnt the nostrils. Even though we've got a special paint that's supposed to be like super healthy, non-toxic, I think it smells better than other paints, but yeah, it still smells like paint. Anyway, that was a bit of a weird tangent. Back to the game. Pulls out the beach. We're going to see a flip yet. He's got 13 force to work with, only 6 cards in hand. Okay, so we see the Light Maker. This is one of those ships I think has become more popular recently. It's just a powerful ability 2 starship. You can't put pilots on it, but it cancels opponents' immunity to attrition, and it helps if you try and blow away the shield at Scarif. But yeah, so these guys, no attrition. It's like the Dengar in Punishing 1. The light side, just not quite as good. And then we see the sand effect gets Bodhi and Leia. So really wondering what Darkseid's kind of plan is with this. He hasn't used mob points to do anything yet, I don't think, unless I missed it while I've been talking, but obviously he couldn't use it until last turn when he deployed Starship. But yeah, I think mob points no longer suspended. Yeah, so I don't know if he's gonna pull a system. The only problem with the systems that it can pull, Mustafar 7, I think it's like Caridia, Rendili, and Wakalumi. They're all like 1-2 parsecs, so you need a high speed 6, which Decimator can't get there, and TIE definitely can't. So I'm not 100% sure what his plan is here. Okay, so we see another new card from set 18. Seal off the bridge. It's kind of like the poor man's We Must Accelerate. Essentially, it's for this bit. You can deploy the blockade flagship bridge, which is great. But you can also use 3 force to take a Nemoidian or any effect into hand. So you can't like cycle it like you can with the We Must, but I think a great thing that design are doing at the moment is to make cards more accessible for new players or people who just don't want to spend, it's like 20 quid for a We Must, I think, something like So yeah, I think it's such a good idea. We also see another epic image, a Sith legend. So you can reveal a lightsaber from hand to take a matching Dark Jedi or Sith, or vice versa into hand. Or once per game, cancel the game text of an opponent's non-Jedi present with your Dark Jedi or Inquisitor for the remainder of turn. It's only Destiny 2, but if we look here, a Sith legend is Destiny +2. So it's actually a 4. It's also good to remember that your Episode 1 Sidious and your Chosen Apprentice gain the Sith icon. So they're Destiny +2 as well. So Vader is actually Destiny 3. Should say, yeah, Destiny 3. Okay, so we see Bestoon's Legacy. Add 3 passages. During control phase, when you pick a top card of reserve deck, and place it in the use pile, and if it's an assassin, you can take it into hand. So it's kind of, yeah. But it is a Destiny 4 starship. And he's got to be playing Ochi. Ochi's a Sith. Let me see Tarkin coming aboard it. Okay, so light side played Antilles maneuver. During opponent's deploy phase, you can deploy a rebel of ability less than 3, except an admiral, aboard a starship. And he got out Jerem Webb. And we see Sidious. He got his lightsaber, which is another cool image. His lightsaber is so sleek. I love it in the Revenge of the Sith book that he has it stored inside one of his statues in the office, and the statue's made out of some like crazy rock that's they can't scan through it, and that's how he pulls it to defend himself against the Jedi. And what's cool, it's only Destiny 0, but it's +1 for each Jedi and Dark Jedi on table, and it can deploy on Sidious as a react, which is, in line with the films. Adds 1 to 4 strains, you can target character creature, draw 2 destinies, and then forfeit 0 if hit. So we see Sidious going after these 3 dudes. He's going to take a pop at Cephala. I'm guessing he's got a Dark Strike in his hand. Lightside has no characters in Lost Pile, so they can't use the flip side of the objective, which I said we'd look at. But yeah, how cool is that for an image when they're like coming into the beach? Just friggin' awesome. So anyway, so Sidious hits Cephala. And is he debating whether to play Sniper Dark Strike here? Feels weird because he's outpowered by 10. I don't know, just drawing a Battle Destiny. Okay, he's drawing a 6, so he's 11. That was super lucky because he's had no way of knowing what he's drawing. Lightside decides not to retrieve a force, even though they just drew. Oh no, Kraken, he's not a spy. Colonel Kraken's a spy. General Kraken, no longer a spy. Sorry about that. Had an interruption in the office. So basically, what did we see? Darkside lost a force. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he must have just looked out on that 6, because I can't see how he knew there would be a 6 on the top, especially after he played a Sith Legend and shuffled his deck around. So, and then yeah, the annoying thing is these guys forfeit 6, and then he just runs away to here. Okay, so Darkside not in a bad position, 10 cards in hand. Interesting. Light side, did he put that there by accident? Yeah, it's going to revert. That's more like it. So 1 force for Commander Vanden Willard, who gets Stardust. When he's got Stardust, he's basically the 3 pure once per turn. Plays a card from hand and use pile to draw the top card out of reserve deck. Super strong text. And we see another Melshi come down, who's gonna get. This guy is solid because you can just do him as many times as you want. It's not like a once per game action, and he gets Corporal Powell. So he's the guy who adds 3 for each person out of play. And this is what No Idea does. It's just like, whoa, okay. The Endo Commando team, which are like power 10, power 9 at the beach. In order to flip him back, if you do not occupy 2 Scarif locations. Unlikely. But yeah, we've got power 20 to 5. He's got a couple of guys in lost piles, so the lightsaber's useless. And then when the guy goes out of play, he's going to add 1 to his. Oh yeah, Sidious gets to put someone. If alone or a feed objective on table and opponent just initiate battle here, you can exclude 1 character of ability less than 6. That is so strong, it's cool. You know, you think of like your Rays, Anakin, anyone who's not a Jedi, basically. Okay, so he plays a Sith Legend to cancel Corporal Powell's game text. Swings the lightsaber, but he's going to use Until We Win. And places Melshi out of play to cancel the targeting. And the other thing, if he loses Melshi in this battle, he should grab another trooper. So light side draws a 4 for Battle Destiny, so we're at 14. Ooh, okay. Always 2 there are. If you just lost a Dark Jedi and have exactly 1 Dark Jedi on table, you can take 1 into hand, which is handy. But once per game, if you have exactly 2 Dark Jedi on table, choose opponent loses 2 force, or make a just drawn destiny equal to. So Sidious and Vader, and Darkside draws a 5. Okay, so he's only down by 2 again. Corporal Powell hits the bin. We see him lose a Lord Sidious from hand and a Seal off the Bridge from reserve deck. So Sidious's text only can be used defensively. You can't initiate battle and push someone out of it. And then light side's just going to reinforce. Okay, just bringing everything back. This is one of those moments with me, I probably would have done this, but there's that thing of like, oh, do I just leave one, like leave wedge? Although, yeah, best team's legacy independent, so you can add a destiny to power attrition, but yeah, it's that thing of like, oh, should I just leave a wedge over here to drain for 2 next turn? I think sometimes you get fixed on like, how am I going to do damage? And if force draining is one of your only ways, you start looking for ways to force drain, and you do that to the detriment of your actual game plan and your game overall. You think, I do it a lot on the reverse, where it's like, oh, they're going to drain me for 2 over here, so I'll just throw a character down. I'll try and battle clear them, or just put a character in front, and then it completely backfires. And not only do you lose, your characters and your resources trying to stop the drain of 2, but you actually get drained for 2 as well. So learning that there are times when just peeling 2 force or whatever is fine. It's not the end of the world. You'll be all right. Just stick to your game plan. So you see him using best doing a legacy. Looks at the top card of reserve deck. He's trying to decide what to do with it. Oh, it's just peak, isn't it? You can't move it unless it's I think. Let me pick a top card of reserve deck. May place it on use pile. Okay, so he didn't put it on the use pile, but then he pulls out blocking flagship at Docking Bay. So I'm guessing Battleground. General Grievous. I mean, he's still down by 22 power. 22, what am I talking about? He's down by 12. And Sidious can't push someone out of the way anymore. But we do get a Newt Gunray V. So Newt Gunray, he only cancels Republic characters. But if with your Republic character, I've always missed that bit. Or a character with Trade Federation law, you can add a Battle Destiny. So what we're looking at now, he's down 9. He's getting 2 Battle Destiny. If he's got a command, potentially get 3. Okay, he's battling in space. Invader's going to cancel Jerome Webb's text. This feels dangerous. Because he's got no immunity to attrition. He's adding a Battle Destiny to a Destiny to attrition with Wedge, and yeah, Sand is going to reduce him to 2. And so Sand also stops Vader working, I think, because they can't be cancelled, modified, or cancelled. Whereas the Bright Hope, yeah. We see a 2. Yeah, Vader tries to subtract 2, but he can't. 10 man. He's going to pay a force to retrieve. Might as well, I guess. And then he draws another 2 for attrition. So he's down 4 attrition. And then the Bright Hope subtracts 3. So he's actually down 4. That was very bad for Darkside. And he's battling on the ground, adding a Battle Destiny with Newt. It's got to be done, I guess. You got to churn through that sand at some point. I am really glad that they made sand unique instead of the old evac controls and Imperial Justice. Like I've said in previous videos, I like playing WAP. It's so annoying, you know. You'd battle through like three battles, and then they just deploy another one, and it'd be like, flipping heck, never get to use my objective. So now we're looking at 14 to 23. Does draw 5, which is good. 19 to 23, he's down 4. Down 8. So Grievous, I'm guessing, yeah. Grievous and 1. And then Melshi pulls Ensign Chad, who is this little trooper guy. During battle, if present with a stormtrooper or rebel leader, add a battle destiny to total power. And once per turn, you can subtract 1 from a destiny of an opponent's interrupt or weapon targeting a non-Jedi rebel here. And then Darkside pitches a Seal Off the Bridge from reserve deck. And then he runs away. So, it's like 2 battles that just didn't really get him anywhere. In fact, they put him in a worse position. But when was he going to get through sand? You know, his other option is move his 3 ships away, not battle at all, wait for Lightside to battle into him. He's only got 6 cards in hand, Lightside's got 8. It's not looking good. So we see a drain of 1 at Scarif. He loses. There's Ochi. Ochi. So he's Destiny 4 character because he's in this. Ooh, hate when does that and that. Come on, computer. There we go. Okay, so he's a Destiny 4 Sith. Adds 2 to anything he pilots. While investing his legacy, it's mean attrition less than 4. While episode 7 Emperor on table, your total power here is +3. If opponent character was just placed out of play, opponent loses 1/4. So wow, he's gonna get crushed. I hope he's got a Gick. Because I was thinking he just got 2 characters as well. Oh, and we see Cassian. So Cassian's going to cancel. So Chad's adding the Destiny to power. Kraken is adding a Battle Destiny because he's with spies. Lightsaber is going to target Cassian, but he's going to put a person out of play. I'm guessing this until we win, because it says once per turn we place a rebel in your lost pile out of play to make a. I don't think that counts for Ochi. Yeah, Darkseid saying I wish you could only do that once per game, it's too strong. And then, yeah, like I said, it's more effective when you only have one weapon. So, against something like Shadow Collective that has a billion weapons, you know, they just go. Is that how Joe Olsen says it? Pew, pew, pew. You know, they shoot everybody. But yeah, so light side is at 41, dark side 18. So what? 23 power difference. Oh, cool. Ensign Chad is an old Iranian. So he used. Where's he gone? Vanden Willard. Yeah, so he had the Gick. I can click on it. Vanden Willard. Once per game may place your just lost old Iranian in use pile. Cool bit of text. And then Lightside's just going to chase. So we're on 25 in life, 4 in hand, to 24 in life, 5 in hand. So equal life force counts at the moment. Alright, 17, 20, 23. Yeah. The dark side's got 16 lost pile to 3, and 4 cards in out of play. Okay, so yeah, so this is what I was thinking before. Now it's kind of like he's only got 2 starships. If he puts an Imperial Leader on this, though, you get 2 Battle Destinies, but you've got this dude and Leia, which can't be choked, which I think is a funny bit of text. Draws on Battle Destiny, neighbor surprise. If with an Imperial Leader, you can add Battle Destiny to total power or attrition. So yeah, she's going to get her game text cancelled. Ooh, hello Boba Fett. Who gets barriered? Well, that sucks. Because now he's got 11 to work with. He's got to spend 2 to keep Boba Fett on the table. So that puts him at 9. This is where he just calls it like good game. Okay, so Kylo goes to the data vaults, and he's going to no escape for the kick. Oh, okay, he's still going to battle in space. He's just going to pitch the Boba Fett. Boba Fett's excluded from the battle, so I don't know if he can be pitched for forfeit fodder or anything. So, turn and 2 Battle Destinies. 5, it's good. Yeah, he cancelled Leia's text. and a 3. Savage Oppress is going to Sith Fury him into hand. Savage is just a beast. I can click on him. He deploys for 8, but it's -1 for each Sith character here, limit of 4. Once per game, exchange a card in hand with a Sith character in lost pile. Oh, that's quite cool. And he's an assassin, so Bestine's Fist can take him into hand, I guess. But he ended up Sith Fury in it for fighters coming in, which was on 6. Light side drew Corporal Power, who's the Destiny 2, and then Vader subtracted 2 from it, so it's a 0. And then Bright Hope's going to subtract 3 from that, so 7 attrition, which is good. Gets both characters. Don't see him losing anything else, because the Hammerhead's doing the work of keeping his attrition down, and it's also a capital, so it's working with Bright Hope. Dark side though. Okay, so dark side, turned it around ever so slightly. He's going to draw a couple of cards. Don't forget to save 2 for Boba Fett. Well done. So both players 5 cards in hand. Dark side around 21 in life force, light side 24. But they're about to drain for 1 at Scarif, 2 at the beach, and a ping of 1. So yeah, they've still got better board control, really. Trying to think what you can play as a dark side player to get around the light side's objective, but I don't think there is much. There's nothing that's like prevent Destinies from being cancelled, or it's not even the Destiny, it cancels the targeting. Let's put in this character played like cancel an attempt to target a non-undercover. Because even like Maul, who says opponent may not cancel Destinies, you're not cancelling the Destiny, they're cancelling the attempt. So Darkseid needs something, a weapon, a character, an effect that says like your weapon targetings can't be cancelled, although that would probably be like ridiculously strong. So yeah, and now we just see Lightside going wide, you got Saw and Bodhi going to the castle. I'm surprised if he just brings Wedge over to join the party. Oh, okay. Rey onto Bright Hope. Rey's going to pull a card. I think this Rey is probably arguably the best card in Star Wars at the moment. Just a solid character, you know, powerful ability 4, deploys for 4, 4 for 7, adds 3 to the power when she pilots, and then when deployed you can take a card into hand from use pile. Total battle destiny is +1 here, and then you can draw a card from the bottom of your force pile once per turn. It's just crazy strong. Just to like add insult to injury, he's going to put projection on his own location to stop Darkseid draining for anything. Also get Torrin Far. Your total battle destiny is +1 here, +2 if pilot and transport. Bright Hope is a transport. And once per turn, if a battle just ended, may rescue, retrieve from lost pile a rebel of ability less than 3 forfeited from the same location this turn. And then he's just going to run away. Yep. No. Oh, I see. He's put the Tantive over here and he's brought Wedge. Okay. Interesting. Lightside says he's got to go. What a shame. Okay, just talking about this play though, I don't see why he needed to do this. If he just moved away, okay, yeah, you're giving up a drain of 2, but you're way ahead. Dark Side. Vader's probably going to cancel Torrin's game text, so no +2 to Battle Destiny. You are adding a Destiny to Attrition, probably with Wedge, and you're getting the Subtract with Bright Hope. But even so, Dark Side 13, they're adding 2 Battle Destiny for Boba Fett and a Battle Destiny for Tarkin, so that's 4 Battle Destiny. They're going to subtract 2 from yours, so Rey's negates Rey's thingy. And Boba Fett forfeits for like 7, I think. Or 6. So he's probably just going to lose Boba Fett at most. Maybe Tarkin, actually, I suppose. 5 cards in his hand. Lightsab's only got 2. Yeah, I think that's interesting, risky play. Maybe he did it because he knew he was going, but anyway. That was that. Shame I can't see the rest of it and who actually wins. I think it's going to be Lightside though. But there is that. Revenge of the Sith. Thanks for watching. If you're playing Revenge of the Sith, please let me know. Probably should set up a forum for Revenge of the Sith like I did with the Family Epic event. See what people are using. What you found works. But anyway, until next time, may the Force be with you.